Hey everyone, in today's video, we'll be learning the new song, Forever After All by Luke Combs. I'll be teaching you how to play the chords to the song, and after that, I'll teach you some of the picking for the intro and the solo. And before we get into things, don't forget that if you want to keep up to date with all my latest covers and lessons, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button. Now, let's get into the song, Forever After All by Luke Combs. So for this song, we have the capo on the 5th fret, and all the chords I say are going to be relative to that. So the chords used in the song are C, G, E minor, D, and A minor. The intro of the song goes C, G, then D. And that just repeats twice. So C, G, D, C, G, D. And a lot of the time I'll be doing a little hammer-on at the D chord, so just hammering my pinky onto the high E string on the 3rd fret. So just adds a nice little touch to the song. For the verses, we're going to go C, G, E minor, D, then C, G, D. So all together that goes C, G, E minor, D, C, G, D, C, G, E minor, D, C, G, D. The pre-chorus of the song starts off on A minor, to G, to C, then A minor, to C, to D. And the way that sounds is this: A minor, G, C, A minor, C, D. Then the chorus of the song is almost identical to the verse. Goes C, G, E minor, D, C, G, D. Then at the very end of the chorus, it goes C to D to C to D. So altogether, the chorus would sound like this: C, G, E minor, D, C, G, D, C, G, E minor, D, C, G, D, C, D, C, D, then back into the verses. During the solo of the song, the chords used are E minor, C, G, and D. And they go E minor, C, G, D. Then from there you just go back into the chorus. For the picking of the song, you don't need the capo on the 5th fret, but it still kind of makes the song a little easier, so we'll keep it there for now. But everything I say is going to be relative to the entire fretboard. So for the intro of the song, we're going to start off with 5th on the D string, but for us, since we have the capo here, it's just an open D, to 7th on the G, then you're going to hammer on to the 9th fret on the G, then pull off back to 7th, so that sounds 5th fret on the G, 7th on the D, 5th on the D, 7th on the G, 9th on the G, 7th on the G, 5th on the G, 7th on the D, 5th on the D, 7th on the G. So that's just the first half to the intro, and together it sounds like this. The second half is pretty much the exact same thing, just rather than finishing on the 7th fret of the G string, you finish with 10 on the D, then 9th on the D. So slowly that one would go 5th on the D, 7th on the G, 9th on the G, 7th on the G, 5th on the G, 7th on the D, 5th on the D, 7th on the G, 9th on the G, 7th on the G, 5th on the G, 7th on the D, 5th on the D, 10th on the D, 9th on the D. So altogether, this sounds like this. So for the solo of the song, we're going to start off super high up at the 15th fret of the high E string, then we're going to go to 19th on the high E, then 20 on the high E. Down to 12th on the high E, to 10, to 8, then you're going to slide from 7, 8, 7 on the high E, then you're going to slide from 10, 12, 10 on the B. Then you're going to go 9th on the G string, to 8th on the B, to 8th on the E, to 12th on the E, to 15th on the E, then 12th on the G string, to 15th on the B, to 15th on the E, to 17th on the E, to 19th on the E. So altogether, the solo would sound like this. And that's how you play Forever After All by Luke Combs. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button. And if you have any requests for any future lessons, let me know about them in the comments below, and I'd be happy to make a video on them. Also, if you want to stay up to date with all my latest videos, all you have to do is hit that subscribe button, and you won't miss another lesson or cover. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you next time.